How's it going, everybody? This is Rob, aka Mouse from Dungeons and D-Bags. Tonight we are doing our first ever Sunday night DM Roundtable, as we will continue to do so going forward. Our heroes are now in the magical musical land of Melocressia, and we shall get to it. Alright, so you guys encountered a strange tiefling that challenged. He seemed to challenge. Was a Stitch on the Breeze?
Yes.
To a contest of sorts. We'll open up there.
Jeez, what was that in the background? Alright, so if I recall correctly, when we last off, we were being led into some sort of building by this fellow? Am I remembering that right?
Yes. Well, so you find yourself in the middle of the street, and everybody seemed to be gathering around. It looked like there was something happening. Who is open mic right now?
2 hours later, then he gets caught.
Somebody may have to go to push talk. Alright. So you were in the middle of the city. It looks like there was something going around. You see a bunch of people gathering around this Colosseum-like structure. There's the cityscape was reminiscent of something you would see in like a Victorian steampunk setting. Vaguely, everything has like brass fittings and pipe architecture. Looks like kind of industrial. And he was ushering you towards this this building. Looks like everybody else is kind of congregated around.
Are these your friends you are bringing us to?
Friends, man. Now listen here. Or we can be friends. Have to see what you're capable of. See if that's more than just decoration on your arm. Says, shrugging at the case instrument on your back.
Well, I assure you.
Decoration.
You said you were the decoration?
I said I'm no decoration, but that works too. I am the decoration.
I don't need no trinkets for decorating. What I need is me. As a band, I need somebody to back me up. We'll see if you guys got what it takes.
I'll
Just
have
be
you
careful
know,
I do not steal the spotlight.
I can play a pretty mean drum.
That's
You can, it's incredible.
That's what I like to hear. All right. He takes you over and moves to the crowd of people, and he goes to the flight. Hey man, we got a flight on this. I want to schedule a flight. He's like, all right. He looks through his ledgers and shuffles them around. We got an opening in 2 more rounds. Guard, man, that'll do. Then he's like, you guys ready to play?
You said the flight. I am unfamiliar with this style of, what, competition? Exhibition?
Man, you guys really aren't from around here. A flight, man. Let's see. Well, we're around here, so flighting is, it's kind of like how we, settle things around here. You see, we take musical instruments and we use our muses and we do battle to determine, who is superior.
I also do battle to determine who is superior.
Oh, so you have a muse, it says.
Of a sort.
I was like, alright, man. I have a good feeling about this. Alright, so he schedules off and he moves more closer to the inner of the into the Coliseum structure. He pushes past the guards. He seems to know all the people there, and they kind of like wave at him as he makes like towards the backstage area. So he played the drums. He looks over at Loomis. He looks over at Loomis, and so he plays drums. I see he's got some strings on his back. What do you do?
I'm pretty. And I am the bringer.
He's like our
of
groupie.
light.
Groupie.
I am the bringer of light, and I pull out my sword.
That's great. That ain't gonna help you in flighting.
But I'm pretty. I can fly. I have wings.
Man, no flighting. Do you know any verses?
Flighting? What's flighting?
It's like combat. You know?
I'm very good at combat, especially versus.
I'm pretty good at combat. Sort of.
Debatable.
I think it's best if I just show you guys what flighting is. He takes you over.
I believe I'm the only one who's able to heal, and I don't trust you guys to bring me back to life. I had to bring myself back.
He waves you over. He waves you over through the backstage area to one of the windows that opens up into the what looks to be a Coliseum structure, and you see two groups standing up the other end of each other. It looks like it's about to start, he says as he points over. Alright, you see the scene opens up, you see a very glamour. Let's see, I'll pull them up for you. Do I see that?
I've just got the greatest show. Oh, there we go. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no.
All right. You see this.
No, from one of my favorite movies. Oh my god.
You see this very dapper and flashily goblin dressed goblin, the most handsome goblin you've ever seen, leading his cohort of a band of other goblins with war drums and large stringed instruments. And they begin, and one of the goblins with one of the string instruments strikes a chord, and it booms and echoes throughout the Coliseum. The crowd erupts and cheers. You feel the reverberations in your chest as the note plays out. You see that in turn, a blast of a horn sounds across from the other side of the field, and they both start playing. And when they do, it sounds like two different distinct songs playing at the same time, but they begin to meld together. And you hear each section, each side fighting for dominance to lead, weaving in and out of the rhythms and the melodies into crescendos, into what can only be described as a chorus. And then you see, actually, make an arcane check, everybody, if you feel like it.
An arcane check?
Yeah. Okay. Stitch on the breeze. Cinder, nope. All
An
right.
arcana check?
Yeah.
I don't think I did too well.
Nah, Loomis, you don't see it. Okay, so Stitch on the breeze. Since you're familiar with, the vague, you never really thought about where the magic of your bard, comes from. You never where the magic of minstrelling comes from. But you can see it now. Something clicks a little bit, and you can kind of see like these vague outline forces, and you kind of see them. They're almost like human shaped, but not as dense, like ghost like. And they seem to be kind of dancing, but it's more like a battle. And with each strike, you hear it seems to like reverberate with the beats of the percussions.
These must be the muses he was referring to. I take a slight glance over my own shoulder just to double check with this revelation.
Nice. So you can see them. That's good. Maybe we still have a chance. Alright. So, yeah.
I see people reliant on something other than their own talent.
A muse won't come to you unless you have talent. You see, it's not the muse behind the man that makes him great. The muse only comes if the man is great.
What a fickle notion.
Muse are fickle creatures. If they're creatures at all.
Well, regardless. So this is the competition you wish us to take part in with you.
Yeah, unfortunately I had a falling out with my last group, but...
Artistic differences?
Of sort, you'd say that. He says as he kind of scratches behind his head. You see, this year's special. Everything's about to change. All this metal and wires and riffraff and pollution. Things are getting nasty.
Oh, is that the smell in the air?
Yeah. You see, these bigwigs moving in and they're starting to shake things up. Starting to make things less rock and roll. Suddenly all the music cares about anymore is just about selling things. That doesn't jive, man, he says. But we're about to change all that. See, my last group, they kind of took a deal behind my back that I wasn't really keen with. We gotta pay him back what for. And that's why you're half as good as you think you are. I could use your help. Kind of says, kind of kicking the dirt in front of him.
I'm twice as good as I think I am. I'm just normally humble about it.
Well, I hold you to it, he says. Because there's only one more. Huh?
I'm pretty. I'm really good at being pretty.
Yes, you could be our mascot or something. Here, you pretend to be one of these muses, eh?
I'd be good at that.
Well, if you got any rhythm, I suppose you could dance a bit, I guess.
Oh, I'm not really good at dancing, but I can look pretty.
All right, as you look for it, you hear the music keeping on raging. It seems to come out of the chorus and back into what sounds like a hypnotic rhythm of the verse, and you see each one of them. They're beginning to actually weave what looks to be spells and stuff, and they're actually engaging in what you know to be conventional combat. You see, this is the next phase. It usually looks like. It's all well and good once you assert dominance and you get the blood pumping. You gotta do a little bit of bloodletting. Big guy there looks like he's pretty good at that. Gestures over at
When I'm done with the drums, I switch to heavy metal.
That's just my style, he says. As he produces a comb and combs his hair back.
I do not only keep my claws sharp for plucking strings.
Well, we're gonna need it. Especially, I think, if who I think is playing next, you'll see what we're up against.
Oh, are we next?
So we have to perform better than these people?
We're just better than the ones on the field, but eventually, it's a tournament.
Of performing?
A performance of sorts. You see, this is how, I don't think it's probably the most effective way to pick a leader, but it's how it's done here.
That's
We must
strange.
perform to the death.
And that's how it goes. But, I mean, as you can see, it gets pretty heavy out there, man. I don't know if you guys got anything you want to... anything you need to resolve before we move forward. We got a little bit before the show starts.
I am very strong. Heavy things mean nothing to me.
Man,
I do have a question.
Shoot, Catman.
So this is to pick a leader. What leader would this be? What should they do?
That'd be the High Minstrel. See, the High Minstrel is supposed to be the one that's in tune with the highest of the muses. And as such, you can hear the voice of God as herself. And, as they say,
So, win the battle, contact the muse, and what? You want to hope she is on your side with regards to these companies and industrialization?
something like that. You see, things are getting on in a bad way. People are turning away from the muses. Not much for religion, but the way things are going now, I think everybody could use, a little bit of a slowdown. People are forgetting about what's important. See, it's about the music, the craftsmanship, the soul, the feeling, the connecting with one another. People are starting to forget that. Now it's all about how much you could buy, how much you can spend, where you can spend it. And then you got all these corporations lining up, polluting the music, silencing the muses. Now the new muse is what kind of shoes you wear on your feet, and where the best place to eat at.
Where's the best place to eat at?
Oh, hands down. There's a brewery down just 2 streets over. The best sandwiches ever.
Excellent.
Great place to play when you're not lighting too. So you got... Well, looks like this is starting to wrap up and we're about to start the next round. We got anything we need to do, we best be doing it before we're on.
About how long would we have?
Oh. Let's see. He looks over.
Long enough for a sandwich?
I'm not sure. Oh no, we might not have it long at all. There she is. As you look out, you see. Did you get it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, we got this. I'm prettier than her.
You see her, she walks out. No, she's one of them. She was made by those corporations. Matter of fact, the corporation.
Well, I wasn't made by a corporation, and I'm still pretty, so what they got to say about that?
You don't understand. Wait, you'll see. And as she strolls in, the crowd is silent in expectation as she serenely and gracefully makes it to the center of the of the Colosseum. You see a raucous hash together group of musicians come to meet her in the center. And they kind of look nervous and unsure. And then they start She just eyes them coolly and gives them a nod, and they begin their performance, and they all start at the same time playing the most frantic, loud music you can think of. It sounds really desperate in a way, and as she does, she lifts her hand up and her chest heaves, and she lets out the most beautiful sound you ever heard come from her voice. The crowd erupts in cheer as she reaches the height of the pitch of her upper register of her voice. Like the walls themselves start to shake, and it completely drowns out the music of the other band. Just her. It's just her. And they're found silent, they're deafened. Actually, roll perception.
All of us?
All of you. Okay. Guy Spartan Cinder, you see a little bit of blood start to come from the ears of the other band. Like,
I'm trying to get to know.
she actually deafened them, and as you do, you start to notice their music kind of falls out of rhythm, out of sync. It starts falling on itself. The muses don't manifest. The muses that you've seen before, Stitch on the Breeze, you don't see them anymore. They seem to dissipate like ghosts.
Quite the voice on there.
I too can scream very loud.
Unfortunately, these poor fools, they didn't get a chance. She didn't even start to sing. Now that's a sight. I hate to admit it. She's real good. But how she sold her soul. She's just as vapid and shallow as the rest of them. A talent like that, it's a shame.
Someone taken by a higher power and molded by their will into a tool, an instrument for them. I suppose I can sympathize.
It's all like cresting. Everything, they put their mark on everything. Make everything stink. They brand it and sell it back to you. But it's about to change. Alright, you look across and you see this guy looking at you. He doesn't look like everybody else. He doesn't seem to be in sync with what's going on. He's not interested in the beautiful singer or the crowd or anything that's going on. He seems to be staring at you guys.
He's staring at me because I'm pretty.
And as you see him, he you don't even know. It's very androgynous looking person in a heavy cloak. Yeah, you guys can see him. He's not hiding. He's staring directly at you.
Guys, he's looking at me because I'm pretty.
I'm
obviously prettier than that muse. No.
Alright.
Tell yourself what you need to.
As he moves up to the side of this beautiful woman, he seems to place a hand on her back, and then you guys, each of you, hear it's like a voice in your mind. And it's like the sound of this voice is just as androgynous as the person who is staring at you. You can't tell if it's a boy or a girl. It could be a child or a young woman. And it says, "So we meet, servants of the light."
Oh no, who would have guessed? The power behind the throne.
He's like,
Simple. We kill the whatever that is, and we are done here.
oh, you don't want to play our game, but I put all the pieces in place, it says. You're welcome to try, but I was hoping to have a bit of fun.
Spoiling your fun is my fun.
It will be fun to sever your head from your neck.
The being across from you smiles and just turns his back on you, and him and the woman walk back to the corner. In time. All in due time. And the voice leaves your mind. You feel its presence vanish as quickly as it came.
Well, friend, it appears you've got yourself a band after all.
Oh man, I'm glad to hear it. This is gonna be great. He starts going into a tirade about how he's written all these songs and he thinks this part would be good for you. Then he starts going on to rambling off about how he wants the beats to go and about different arrangements he thinks would work best, and tries to work strategy with you. It's like, well, that's gonna have to wait because we're kind of put on the spot. That definitely didn't last as long as I thought it would.
How many rounds of this competition?
Well, this is the preliminary round first. You see, if we lose this first round, it's curtains before it even started.
Simply want to know how much I have to pace my own, internal muse, if you will.
Well, you've got the preliminary round today, and then that'll probably be the last time we do a round today until they weed out the plebs. And then we'll have to come back tomorrow. Then the real competition starts.
Perfect. So leave none on the table, eh?
Well, in show business, you're supposed to keep them guessing.
We have our parts. Cinder, what do you think of all this? You into this?
Yes, Cinder.
MC, you there?
Cinder, your mic is off.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was it?
Just asking Cinder what she thought about joining this band, how she feels about her playing skills.
Well, I never had too much interest in music, but I'll give it a whirl. How hard could it be?
Yeah, that's the spirit.
All right. All right. So the so as the announcer calls up and comes up to your new friend, and was like, "All right, guys, we need to get into a place." And he moves over to the left side of the Coliseum where you guys were standing in the archway, where he's seen mysterious stranger and the beautiful singer.
Perfect. So, who wants to give the performance of their lives? I need a volunteer.
I'll give a performance.
You're not playing. You don't count.
All right.
I can't.
I am ready to play the drums.
All right.
Cinder, you, perhaps we should give you the boost to this, eh? So what I'm going to do as we're approaching is I'm going to upcast Enhance Ability for Eagle's Splendor for both myself and Cinder.
Okay. Do you see where I moved everybody to?
Yes. Although tokens aren't out, but yes, I see the map.
Yeah,
Can't see the map.
we do see the map.
Okay. Good.
So I'm upcasting this for the charisma variant for myself and Cinder. So we both get advantage on charisma checks for the next hour, as long as I keep concentration.
Okay. You guys put your tokens out. Oh, wow.
I always forget how big my token is set as. I need to fix that at some point.
Oh, man. So is, I guess you got Gigantamaxed. Alrighty. Thomas,
Yeah.
gonna put your token on the field, bud.
How do I do this? Let's see.
Click on your character and then drag him onto the map
Click
on the sheet.
and drag.
Yep.
Oh, do I have to wait? I have to go change. What page are we on?
You should on the tab. You should hit the little.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay, so now I gotta get my token. Should I just grab this?
Well, you type in Loomis and you should come up right, unless you put in the tag. Nope. Well, if you tag your character, it'd be easier to find them. You have your character sheet?
Yeah, so I tried. Let's see.
There you
Because I'm dragging. They have a little pink box.
Yeah, he's on the field.
I'd put him on there for you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I want.
Alright, so let's roll initiative to see who's starting
There
to
we
play
go.
first.
I gotta roll initiative.
Oh, god dang it, I always forget to select my token first.
I'm going to clear this out. If move all turns. Here. Alright, now do it. Still from last battle. Some stuff.
Oh. Ooh, I did good.
Good job. There it is, man.
Instead, you may want to change your initiative to 16.
There we go. Okay, cool.
Alright.
Well, if nothing else, at least we are fighting the classier variant of Goblin.
Alright. So, you hear the cheer, the cheering of the crowd dies down as the announcer announces both sides of the field. And as it dies down, you see like the dust settle, and it opens up, and it's now Cinder's turn. What are you doing, Cinder?
So we're here in front of this crowd, right? We
Yeah.
have these gods in front of us. Now, when you said it's a performance, right?
Mm-hmm.
I assumed it would be like a battle to the death, but with music.
Exactly. So,
Wait, so
do you have a musical instrument?
I do not have a musical instrument.
All right. Do you have a dance skill or any kind of art skill?
Give him the good old "We Will Rock You."
We will.
You can be MC Hype Man. Yeah. What? Okay.
No, what I will do is I will start to sing in abyssal.
Oh dear God. Okay. Did you roll
Metal as fuck.
roll performance?
Alright, performance.
And you have didn't you give him
I did. Yep.
all right, so you have advantage, so you did pretty well. So you're able to carry a tune. It's a very guttural tune, but it has a cadence to it that's kind of mesmerizing and hypnotizing, and it seems to get the blood pumping. And you feel a presence. You can't really see it, but it's on the verge of sensing. You can almost, yeah. It's almost manifest. It's on. Let's see, what's he gonna do? Ooh. All right, as you and on the offbeats that you're chanting in this abyssal language, he starts to come forward and starts chanting in Goblin, and it kind of weaves in and it kind of oddly fits in this very like dread, foreboding sense is like weaved in, and you can also feel that presence start to manifest together, and you see these outline shapes beginning to emerge and stand in front of one another.
Very interesting.
You hear this chilling flute join in after a bit, after you guys get through a few lines together, and the flute kind of gives life into the manifesting creature above the team on the other side, and then you see this flash of red as it begins to manifest a physical form. Now it's Stitch on the Breeze's turn.
Okay. So has anyone here ever seen two cellos play Thunderstruck by AC/DC?
Which version? The two cello guys or the Apocalyptica?
I was thinking two cellos guys, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to whip out my viola and start kicking up a little bit of that feeling.
Okay. So the bassiness of your deep timbre of your stringed instrument clashes with the high shrill of the other side's flute, and it adds to the body of music, deepening the sound. And your side of the team, you see this kind of like deep blue flash as the other side goes to meet the other figure that's standing above.
Don't you mean deep purple?
Yeah.
Do I need to roll?
Star. Yeah. Or deep purple. Yeah. It's almost a purple.
Yeah.
I didn't have a doubt. All right. So the booming strings of the cello take over the shrill noise of the flute as it begins to dance in between different notes, and it tries to crescendo over the thunderous roar of the cello, but it doesn't seem to edge out. Thunder. And you hear now that your side of the arena is like stomping to the cadence of the cello.
Bonus action, I throw an inspiration to the next person.
All right. Loomis,
Oh,
what are you doing?
are we trying to dance? I'm confused. Like they're like doing some weird things to the music,
Yeah.
but like
Get
we're
the
not
hype,
gonna-
then deliver the thunder.
Yep.
I mean, I can cast Shatter. That'll make some sound.
All right. You're gonna cast Shatter.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Shatter at the rhythm of the music.
Okay.
It's like the beginning of the Steve Austin thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Shatter in the rhythm of the music, and I'm gonna put it in the middle of the battlefield or the arena, whatever.
All right. Are you trying to do it with the flourish? Because I know you're trying to do it to the cadence of the music. So I guess a performance check would be
But I have to cast the spell, though, right?
yes. You have to cast a spell, but you're doing it for the purpose of peacocking. So I guess performance would.
Right. So you want me to do a performance check?
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be doing any damage, but I'm doing this for the fun of it.
Fine.
Wow, I would have done a shit ton of damage.
All right. So
No, I wouldn't have.
it's more of a giant boom than a shatter. So.
Right. It's okay. Maybe my performance check will be a lot better. Okay.
Oh yeah. So it actually kicks up and like the crowd is on their feet and they're like roaring. You guys are setting the bar high.
You're
And
welcome.
now the muse that stands above you in its ethereal form starts to manifest almost physically and the air becomes heavy and weighted around her. Are you doing anything on that? Is that all your action?
Yeah, I don't really have anything else that makes sound. Oh, and then actually, can I use the thing to put a "I am the bringer of light" but I'll like speak it like a rap song and like in rhythm
Sure.
with my sword out.
I guess you could try that. I guess I'll use that as a bonus action. Performance. You didn't.
We're Stalmager.
Inspiration dice. I'm gonna use my inspiration dice.
All right.
What was a D6, D8? What is
D8.
it? Okay. I hope it does good.
Okay.
Okay, so I got a 16.
It's a passable for performance. It doesn't have the same effect as your initial boom, but you know it doesn't throw off the rhythm and it keeps it going and it's good. It's still keeping up the momentum.
It added some flavor.
Right. All right.
This is probably a bad time to mention I don't have a trump.
Don't worry. In a moment, their heads will be some.
Oof. All right, so one of the goblins seems to be kind of intimidated by the shadow. He was caught off guard, and he starts off his violin on an ear, and you hear the off of it, and the red glow that was once starting to manifest their muse starts to dim a little on their side. And now it's time for the percussions.
Without a drum, Geispart instead claps his gigantic hands and stomps the ground with his size 13 feet and essentially drums, using the air and the earth as his instrument.
Sounds metal. All right. Oh yeah, it makes noise. So yeah, it's picking up, and the muse right now is like a deep shade of almost blackish purple, and her eyes are starting to flip like a yellow color, and she's getting ready to attack. She has a smirky smile on her face. All right, trying to pull up from the violin and try to quickly recover the faltering manifestation of their muse. Their own drummer starts to kick in with a thunderous crash of cymbals. And what does that him in as a I didn't add the guy you were here to help into the turn where
We just stunned him with our ability so much he forgot to play.
oh man.
He's the one standing around looking pretty.
Yep, he's the one standing there looking pretty. Alright. Let's add him to the turn.
If he asks nicely, I might give him a signature.
Oh. I'll just have him hold his turn last. Go, and then pick up this. He is going to. So he kneels down and clips the case, and he pulls out this jet black stringed instrument, and he strums it with a windmilling of his arm. And then it makes a louder noise than you think any acoustic instrument should. And there's a distortion to it that's kind of unnerving but exciting. Oh yeah. Starts now, mama, he says, seemingly talking to his own guitar. Ooh. All right, so yeah, the goblin that was chanting in Goblin continues to do so. He pulls up a violin of his own and he starts going into like a solo, weaving around, even incorporating elements from your own music on your own side, adding to the cadence and exciting crescendo of his own music. And the crowd on the other side starts cheering too, and now they're stomping their feet and clapping their hands. And you see like a fiery flash of red as their muse meets the gaze of muse on your guys' side. It looks like it's about to be go time. Cinder.
All right. I want to do a little something unnerving.
Right.
I'm gonna slyly, do a little what is it called? How do you think the name right? I believe it's minor illusions. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little minor illusions on the homeboy who looks like he's the most confident.
Okay.
Right, and I wanna whistle the brown noise, right? right into his ears, make him shit himself right on stage.
The brown note? Is that an ability? What ability gives you the brown note?
Oh, right here. It's minor illusions. It can be any sound. You can create any sound you want. Right?
Does Cinder know the brown note? Is there a story here?
I was gonna say, did she watch South Park or?
Is this an embarrassing backstory that I should have been prying into?
Hey, she was part of the court and whatnot, right? They had many jesters and musicians come along, right? She was never musically inclined, but she seen somebody pull a trick.
I mean, I don't know that the brown note exists, so I mean, you could try to throw him off. Remember, each noise you make, if it's bad, it adds to your performance.
No, see, it would be he would hear it.
Oh, okay. So it's not audible, it's just he hears it?
He would hear it, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you try to misdirect him. Okay, that'll work. Go ahead.
Alright, throw a little minor illusion for him. Eat it.
Alright, he'll have to make a D... I'll see if he makes a wisdom saving throw, DC 13. He fails it. Okay, so... He kind of... As he does, he kind of get off tune, and it's failing bad. As soon as his muse lit up with that fiery red flash, it dims again almost immediately as he loses the rhythm of the rest of his bandmates and goes out of sync of the musing battle that's happening for you guys. Well, with you guys, amongst you guys. You doing anything else?
Let me see here. I might have one more thing.
That's pretty creative.
I thought so. Any change in action? Nope. That's it. That's it.
Alright, so it is now Loomis's turn.
Oh shit. And nobody's tried to attack us yet. Right?
Not yet, nope. I mean, right now they're just trying to put up a defense against your muse, and right now their muse is faltering, so it doesn't look good. Your muse hasn't lost any momentum.
See what I can do. Ooh, I'm gonna cast light on my sword and try to do some movements with my sword. That looks pretty.
Roll that performance.
It's a light show. All right.
Hype man. Loomis is the hype man.
So I roll a performance check.
Is there...
Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold on.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're holding your own. You're adding to it. You have it. The muse hasn't faltered. She seems to be pleased with your performance. Is that going to be your one and only action?
And then I blow a kiss to the crowd. That's it.
All right. So you're trying to serenade the crowd with your devilish good looks.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Oh, that's good. I'll blow a kiss to the crowd and be like, I am pretty.
Fantastic. All right, and back to our other bard. What are you doing?
First, I'm gonna take a glance over to our companion, a little bit behind me to the muse, to try and see if it's time to escalate.
He nods at you.
All right, then. Let's go ahead and Who's their front man who just landed that natural 20?
Right here.
Not me.
He seems to be their front man, who's the vocals and violin player, and one of the violin players.
Cool. He seems like the boss of the group?
Yeah, he seems like the front man. Yeah, this guy back here, he's the drums. He's pretty. He looks pretty intimidating too.
Okay. So if we're gonna escalate this, then I'm going to, under my breath, whisper while casting Dissonant Whispers. Your music is a shame to muses everywhere. Run off this stage.
Ooh. Okay. Why is the one goblin sheet that I need right now on the very bottom of all the sheets? Okay, there it is.
Ah, shit, this guy's rolling nat 20s like a monster.
He smirks at you and kind of shakes his head and kind of finds the cadence again, as with his goblin chanting. Because he's the best there ever is.
Well, I can drop another bardic inspiration over to Geistbart for my troubles at least.
All right.
Excellent.
Pour my broken soul into this music because everyone's making their saves.
All right. And who's that end of your turn? Well, Bone's turn. You gave him inspiration.
I will say he still does take half damage if that matters.
Yeah, that matters. Okay. Minus. What did you roll? 8?
Yeah.
Does that like ruin the dance thing of like no attacking?
Oh no, it's time to attack.
Well, if you can keep your muse up, it might be worth your while, though. You never know. You can attack and perform at the same time. You don't have.
Oh, I can still do a performance check?
Yeah.
Wait, so I could have.
I'm sorry, what was that about nat 20s? What was that about nat 20s?
All right. As you make your dissonant whispers check, the essence of the muse for it, like its joining essence, where it becomes a manifest shape, it screams and it starts off faint, like inaudible, and then it becomes super audible and then piercingly loud. Roll 2d10.
Yeah.
And let's see. Oof. So as he does that, the percussions of the voice wrecking through his body knocks him off his feet, and he's now knocked prone. And his chanting and his violin are now absent from the wall of music from on the other side. And that's why their muse couldn't block for him.
You've been thunderstruck.
All right. Let's see.
Hello?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sorry, who's doing what?
All right. So he's trying to charm you now. He like rises up his flute and starts doing this weird dancing melody with this flute that cuts through the noise of the music, and it catches the ear of you and Cinder. And you have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no, I'm not very good at these. Oh boy. Never mind, we're good.
You're good? Alright. Cinder.
Oh, 1 second. I'm checking to see if I have something about being charmed in my.
Are we going out of turn order?
I think this is the 16 initiative goblin doing this.
Yeah, it's the 16
Yeah, the
initiative.
thing that's attacking me. Right, so I'm trying to see if I have something that stops me from being charmed or helps me against it, but nope. Alright, so what's this DC what now?
Oh, it is out of turn order. Hold on. Okay. How did that happen?
Oh, but I have advantage,
Oh,
right?
it is. It is the same. I just read
You've
it
got
wrong.
advantage on charisma checks.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so unfortunately, you are charmed. So you just stop immediately what you're doing. The abyssal goes as your voice leaves the chorus of music, the muse that's looming above you guys kind of glances back at you and hesitates for a moment.
Oops. My bad. Sorry. I got thrown off.
He's knocked prone. Guy Spart, it's your turn.
Guy Spart will walk up to this guy who's stuck on the ground, stomping his foot with the beat as he walks. He's going to lift up his great axe, and he's going to try and sever this guy's head.
Oh, performance. And obviously... Oof. Performance isn't there, but let's see what the... Alright, you hit him.
And you got the bardic. Well, okay, I guess you don't need it.
Well, use the bardic inspiration if you want.
If I hit him, it's fine. I'm going to save the bardic inspiration for when I don't roll a nat 1.
Okay. Oh, nice. So he rolls just out of the way when the axe comes down, but the axe does come down on his forearm, severing his hand about mid-forearm as blood spurts out everywhere.
And then with his foot, he's going to stomp on this guy as an unarmed extra attack and try to stomp him to the beat of the music.
Performance again, and then your damage.
Say again.
Performance again, then do the hit. Pull the hit. Okay.
I will use my bardic inspiration on this one.
Alright.
Excellent.
Oh, man.
So just roll damage for an unarmed attack or roll the attack?
Yeah, roll the attack.
Alright.
With advantage. But he's still scrambling and he just lost his arm. Oof.
Well, I assume the 23
Nice.
hits.
Oh yeah, it hits.
So how much damage is unarmed damage for someone who's not, a monk?
If you don't have D4, the 1d4.
I believe so. But is there a penalty for not being proficient with the weapon?
That's just you don't have the proficiency bonus on the attack roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say 1d4. You just can't make a grappling action like if you had the feet.
So yeah, he just stomps him repeatedly for 6
according to the
damage.
weapon table, basic unarmed strike is always 1 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, then it would be 5.
Okay, that's fine. So, although you fail to impress your muse, you silence a voice amongst theirs as your foot penetrates through his face, hits the ground beneath it. A sickening crunch and a gush of red.
I am very good at verses.
Man, I can see that. I want to get on your bad side. All right. So he can do. All right, so he roars with anger. If he's dry. Nope, he just roars primal fury as you stomp his friend's face literally into the dirt. And lets loose a firebolt at the chest of Iceberg. The 16 hit.
16 hits.
I'm sorry, I was speaking while you were saying that. I was speaking. You said he roared and let loose a fireball, right?
Yes.
Yes, I was able to see this.
I mean, yeah, it's the events are unraveling before your very eyes.
I understand that, right? Ask, is this something innate about him, or does it look like he was casting a spell with the roar?
Well, it's you have to make an arcana check to determine that.
I will.
All right. Well, it's a spell. Parried spell.
Well, me figuring that it might be a spell, I'm gonna do this to save Gaspard.
Okay. What you doing?
I'm using counterspell. If the spell was below third level, right, it'll fizzle automatically. But if it was third level or higher, then I would have to roll against or fourth level or higher. I roll against the DC to see if I can up the spell to see if I can counter it and it'll stop it.
It's just level 1 spell, so you counter it. All right, he erupts some fury. Their muse though is starting to lose form. Like the red glow it had is starting to go away, and you just see like a pale, like translucent outline, like you would like if Predator was there. Like it's just there, like a distortion around it, because it's silhouette now. It no longer has the color or weight in the real world like yours doesn't. That makes sense. Let's see.
It's starting to look more ethereal.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm here. Did somebody say something?
All right, so that'll end his turn. With a flourish, Red Jack, starts to noodle the frets on his stringed instrument, dancing back and forth, giving a squeal and pinching of notes, and it's very pleasant to the ear. And see, it up. All right, so he dances his fingers across the frets of his stringed instrument and walks forward. And then he hits the strum of his guitar, and he lifts up, and he has his index finger and pinky pointed, and he points it directly at this guy right here. Releases upon him. Alrighty. And back to Cinder's turn.
Alright, boys, it might be time to kick it up a notch.
Excuse me. I mean, you still right here. Everybody sits together. You sit beside. Where are you listening to?
So let's see now.
I think we're all waiting to hear it kick up a notch.
Yep.
Oh my god, me myself. I was saying, let's kick it up a notch. Oh, you guys are in the way. I didn't know we were starting to fight. It would have been really cool. Wait, how much movement do I have?
It is a battle of the bands. Emphasis on battle.
Ooh, nice. Alright, so we're gonna kick it up a notch. Time to get supplies.
This looks hexy. Ooh, hexy. Alright, what are you doing?
Alright, so I'm gonna use my elemental gift and manifest a flying speed, allowing me to move 30 feet while hovering above the ground. Okay. So in a flash, like I turn like a fiery red with the fire flashing out of me, and I lift myself up and I move ever so elegantly. The elemental gift, the part I'm talking about, is it says in addition, as a bonus action, you give yourself a flying speed.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll move up right. I'll sit right here. And then I'll say, I'll put my hands out in front of them, like in front of my hands, or in front of my face, and say, final flash.
Did you just final flash this guy?
Yes, I'm gonna hit him with the burning hands.
All right. What is it?
It's a cone.
The dex save?
So how does this work here?
Yeah.
Oh, why does it have the... It's supposed to have the thing. It's a 15-foot cone, and each creature within that must make a dex save. If they miss it, they take 3d6 damage.
He's hex, so he has disadvantage. So he's hit.
It's all creatures within a 15-foot cone. So that's why I moved here to catch all of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hit. He's hit. And is that DC 13?
Correct.
All right, so he's the only one that he manages to dodge out of the way, but actually dodging behind his friend.
That's funny.
Right now, the distorted silhouette of the muse is all but gone as the rhythm is completely lost on their side of the field as your music now dominates the battle. Alright, so how much damage do they take?
They take 15.
Or half on save. Also, apparently, everything flammable also gets lit. Sorry, that isn't being worn or carried. Never mind. So the guy's drums, though, maybe.
Yeah, the dude got the drums on the floor. His drums are on fire.
They're being carried. He's carrying them.
Oh, okay. Okay, so those are the ones that hook around the neck or something. Nice.
And half 15 minus 7.
One dude takes 7. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, and now that their muse is completely gone, roll whoever's in charge. Actually, I'll have the one that's most in tune, probably with muses, roll this. So that would be usage on the breeze. Roll 5d10s.
Pretty average.
That's half. You got a 1 and a... You got a 1 and a 10.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much exactly average.
Alright, so the muse gains a completely, corporal form and just screams, and you hear like this sound that just shakes the ground beneath you, like somebody just cast something that would cause an earthquake or something. I lost the artistic touch there. Anyway, she comes down and she puts her hand like through these people, and 2 of them just drop dead, and the other one drop to their knees. So now they have disadvantage on everything.
Anyone ever play the game Brutal Legend way back when?
Yes, I did.
Okay. This reminds me of the beginning when he just roared and popped their heads off.
Yes.
It's like the dude look like Jack Black and everything.
Yeah. So she just like lets us ear piercing like scream, and then basically dives into these guys, and 2 of them die. So that takes us to Senator. That was the end of your turn. This guy.
So they just got fisted. That's so bad.
Boy.
Fisted in the soul.
Just gonna dart at Cinder. No hit. Alright, so Cinder takes 8 damage and Stitch on the Breeze takes 5. So he sprints towards you, he punches you in the face, spins around, elbows you on the other side of your head, and then just immediately vanishes and reappears where Stitch on the Breeze is, where he does a sweeping kick. that knocks you sideways, and gives you a lingering pain in your leg. Now, with that pain in your leg, it leaves you open to exact your revenge.
You rich.
I will say to him, you are lucky I am playing, or I would stab you through the throat and shut you up forever. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers again.
Ooh, okay. And that's a wisdom save?
Like everything else I do.
Alright.
Oh, actually, no, he failed it. Aha!
Yep.
And he's got to run straight away from me, which I don't know which side of this thing has the crowd, but he might be going crowd surfing right now.
Alright, so he goes to sprint from you as blood starts to pool from his mouth, ears, and nose, and he kind of just, mid-step, just slumps over like a sack of potatoes.
I'm going to try and time his body hitting the floor with a good downbeat.
It does, and the crowd cheers. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I think everyone who needs inspiration has it.
Alright, Loomis.
So all of them are dead except for one of them?
That's correct.
Alright, well, I'm going to launch a firebolt at the last one because there's only one of them.
Alright.
One soul goblin holding down the drums.
Damn.
No, hold on. It's not over yet.
It's not a dex.
Oh, no, it's just
it's
AC.
a attack roll.
Okay, yeah, it's AC. Okay.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over because he wears shield and plate, so he's pretty much good against that. Alright, anything else you're doing?
Let's see, that's one action, so we can't do that.
Demoralize him. Make him feel like shit.
Huh? Demoralize him? I say, I don't know what I do. I sit on the floor in rhythm.
I'm over. I sit on the floor in rhythm. Okay. Guys, Bart, it is your turn.
Guyspart is going to let out a guttural roar as he begins raging.
Alright. That's metal.
And he is trying to be metal.
Oh yeah, that's metal enough.
He runs towards this guy, whips out his axe, and shouts, "Time to let the beat drop." And he's going to swing his axe at him.
Do it. You know what? You can combine those for 23, so you hit.
I'll take it.
Alright. So, you arc your axe down in a savage strike, and as you do, you feel the muse flow through you. And your arm and her armor as one, as the axe enters the flesh and bites down through the plate into the squishy tissue beneath.
Well, then, if he's still alive,
He's still alive.
Guysport's gonna pull it out, and he's gonna do it again.
Oh yeah, good. Hit him. as you wrench your blade free, blood pours freely from his wound, and as as he grasps at his open wound, another one opens up as your axe bites on the other side of his shoulder, and he's dropped to his knees, breathing heavily, but still alive. Manages to get back to his knees and get back to his feet. This one had the other broken. 16 hit you?
16 hits.
Okay, so that is 18 damage. He's able to lash out the sword in one final strike of rage of his own. But you only take half damage, so half of 18. Alrighty. And he's dead. Jack. All right, he busts into like a tasty solo, lifts his voice up, and lets out the most beautiful baritone, angelic voice you ever heard. And as he does so, it builds momentum as this distant whisper.
Oi, that's my shtick.
All right. As does the as he just finished slicing the chest of Guy Spart, his he winces at the pain, the psionic damage it's done inside his brain. But he fights through it, and he steals his gaze forward as he intends to inflict as much damage before his final blow is struck. It takes us to Cinder to Ash.
So he casts just another and tries to point.
Huh?
I believe it was our guy who cast Dissonant Whispers. Am I wrong?
It's normally me, but this guy decided to bug in on my turf.
Okay, I see.
Are you gonna hit him?
Yes, I'm going to attack that guy, but I'm trying to figure out what I'm. I want to do something cool. Oh, and I just realized in my bio, right? It says for my talent, I am a skilled dancer. Son of a bitch. Who knew?
Not you. Just weird, because that's technically your skill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Alright, so you're gonna dance him to death?
So like I said, I'm flying in the air, right? Or I'm hovering, right? And I'm gonna do a little twirl in the air, right? A little pirouette, and land here. Let's see if I can do that with a modicum of skill.
right.
May I get advantage? I'm actually in the air.
Roll
it doesn't
performance,
matter.
tiny dancer. All right, so it's decent enough. You do good. It's an acceptable performance.
I like that Tiny Dancer reference. That was sweet. Alright. And I get up on him.
Alright.
And I'm gonna steal Loomis's kiss move, right? And I'm gonna blow the kiss towards the guy, right? And as I blow the kiss, it'll be an Eldritch Blast.
Alright.
So I get to hit him twice because I'm level 6.
Okay.
Eat it.
Alright. Yeah, you hit him. So, how much damage you doing? If it does more than 18, you're good. You hit him both times. Go ahead. 10. He's dead. So
nice.
Yeah. Let's start with the kiss. I like this. Bop bop. He's dead.
Hit him with a kiss like this.
Walk this way. Walk this way. And
I just want your extra time and your kiss.
All right. So now, those people in the stands are on their feet and they are applauding. You hear the droning echo of applause and adjuration from the fans in the stands, and you see Jack, who's no stranger to this kind of attention, throw a fist in the air and bow, and then you see the announcer kind of cuts into the hey, give it a hand to Jack, and then everybody's like, yeah, and his band. And then with that, you see the announcer like kind of like whisper to the side and looks over to a man sitting in a chair, and he kind of just waves his hand, and you see this white. It kind of looks like the Muses did before, but it's like stark white, and all you see everybody start to mend and get back up, and these goblins give you a shitty look as they kind of scurry back to their side and into their backstage area. They pick up their instruments and stuff on their way back. Not bad at all, Jack says, still waving and smiling to his adoring fans. Well, that's pretty good, guys. I knew we'd pull through.
Do we get paid for this? I meant to ask that.
You sound like one of those corporate guys. Nah, this is pure art. And determines the entire fate of, this country, but there ain't no. We try to.
How are we supposed to buy new instruments then?
Well, you got to win the tournament if you want to get the prize. This is just the preliminary rounds.
Ah.
All right, so he takes you guys backstage. Everybody's like, "That was an awesome show. That was awesome, Jack." And then a couple of guys are giving you kudos, and they go up to Gaspard, give him a attaboy and good job as well, and told him how awesome it was when he stomped that guy's head off. And was asking, I've never seen an instrument like Stitch on the Breezes before, and it was really cool.
Hands off the artist. I do not do touchy-feely. No, but while this is going on, if we're on backstage, I'm going to try and keep an eye out for possibly like a rumor where that singer from before might be. All
right, so she is super famous. She wouldn't be amongst the plebs like yourself. So you don't see her in the immediate backstage area.
Possibly like a room that has, I don't know, a star on it.
Oh, so you're just
Star on the door.
So you're gonna go off and actively seek her out?
I guess not just yet. That'll probably happen at some point, but not just yet.
Alright there, big guy. I think I owe you a sandwich, he says. He slaps Gaspard on the back.
You will owe me all the sandwiches I can eat.
Got yourself a deal, he says. Alright.
You can eat a lot of sandwiches.
He's like, I ain't too worried about it. I ain't free at this establishment, he says. As they walk out, you guys leave the Coliseum, and again, a couple of the attendees recognize you guys in the crowd and wave at you and tell you how great you are. You do walk the 2 streets over, and it's dark out now. And I'll take us over to... Where'd the toolbar go? This makes no sense. Maybe it's on the other one. Where is the entirety side of... There it is. Okay, so back to where we were. Alright, so I had a nighttime version of this map, but I'm not going to load it for just this one, except for darker. Fair enough. So as you're making your way back to alleyway where this is, you are met...
Making our way downtown.
Walking fast.
Walking fast, faces past, and I'm homebound.
I could fall to the sky.
Do you think time would pass me by?
'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you.
Die.
I was waiting for Geisbart to come in with that one.
Alright.
We all have very different tastes in music.
That's not a song, that's a meme at this point.
I can't sing that, also I get memed on. Right, Terry Crews ruined it for black people. Yeah.
That's the only version I know of that song.
Yeah, Terry Crews ruined it for us.
Alright.
Enjoy the song.
So you guys are making your way back down, walking fast. And you see some familiar faces. Coming before as Jack and the rest of you guys come down, and you see a very distinct image of the guy that you've seen in the previous battle. Let's see if I can pull him back up here. Alright.
Ah, yes. Who could ever forget David Boney?
So you think you could just walk into town and rough up my guys, do you? Who are you? He says.
Smaller than me, apparently. Okay.
Every time. Yo, I'm gonna get the enlarge reduce spell just so I can do that to you.
All right. Jack kind of intersects like, I wasn't here, David. It was a fair fight, man. You lost. Need to get over it. Like, who are these people? It's not fair. You didn't have a band a day ago. That should have been our spot. Listen, David, your first group got through. Why do you need more people in the game? The more chances I have to win, he says, as he starts to advance on you. Kind of eyes warily over at Gaspard, because he's a much more physically imposing man than Jack is.
2 times 0 is still 0.
His entourage goes to back him up as he starts to advance forward a bit.
Or 3 times in this case.
You guys
All right, calm down. Listen, the best people won. Your guys lost. We are sorry that you feel entitled to, whatever you feel entitled to. But come on, man, it was a fair fight.
What do you know of it? We get the scraps in this town, and that's about to change. And then you just walk in and try to take it from us? Again, who are you? He now turns his attention over to you, Cinder.
Did they all really just line up like that on me?
Just wait, okay?
I'm trying to get him to turn. There you go. There, that's better. I was trying to get it to turn.
Alright. Well, who I am is unimportant. What I'm saying is what matters.
You outsiders wouldn't understand. You best step aside, he says, and he kind of just, again,
Or you'll what?
Huh?
Step aside, or you'll what?
He looks at you. He kind of looks at you. Roll intimidation. Well, he kind of stumbles a little bit. Just, you'll see, he says, kind of flustered. This isn't over, Jack, he says, and he turns around and he snaps his fingers as his friends go to leave.
Just a moment, friend. If you will hear me.
He looks back over his shoulder. Turns to face you once more.
Well, it is regrettable that we have come into conflict this day. Why must it always be so? Seems to me that the both of us may have a more common enemy.
He kind of his eyebrows kind of raise at that, and he kind of looks at Jack skeptically. And your appearance kind of gives him credence because, and then he gives voice to it. He's like, goblins and devils are always on the lower rung here, but that has to change. And these outsiders, he looks at you, and then back at Jack. And then he just kind of lets his voice trail off. What do you propose?
I think the more important question is, what is it you want? Let's say for a moment that you won this whole thing and became the king of this land. What would you do?
He kind of... Well... Beyond ending the persecution of my people, I have little interest in ruling. I just care for the safety of mine. I thought I could count on Jack for his support, but I seem... maybe I was mistaken.
Is this true, Jack? Do you not support the ending of the persecution of your races?
Hey man, I don't care about all that jazz. I just want the music back, man. Listen, I understand. Okay, go ahead.
Jack, if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. And music without a message is just noise.
You see, you gotta rise above all that noise. It's the noise by yourself you gotta rise above, and that's what the music cuts through, you see? You gotta lead a revolution for everyone, not just one side or the other. So he gets the throne, then what? It's just revenge, and it's just cycling, and the other person's on the bottom, and round it goes. I ain't about that, man. You gotta turn it all on its head.
Do you disagree, Mr. Boney? May I call you Mr. Boney? Can I call you David?
David is just fine. He snaps at you. I am, as the leader of my people, I am subject to their will. It may be true, as he says. But are we not due our revenge? Have we not done our time in the squalor? Is it not our time to put our boots upon the necks of others? As they have done
Where
to
I
us.
am from, they say might makes right. That being said, Geisbart turns to his cohorts. I don't care what these people do in their land. It is their land. We are here to do one thing. That is to prevent the destruction of their land. Let us not forget. It is not
Indeed.
our place to meddle in their affairs. It is only our place to stop a certain someone.
And I agree. Which is why I wish to see if there was no peaceful arrangement that could be made to see us both working towards that end.
And time is long.
David,
Okay,
go on.
go ahead.
I was just gonna. David, you have seen the changes brought on by the the corporations that Jack has told us of. Surely, under these conditions, at the very least, you could recognize your people would never have the justice they seek. Yes.
The corporations. Without their help, we wouldn't have any work. It's those very corporations that lift us out of the dirt. And that's why I can't get a job with their music, man. Ain't my bag. Jack interjects.
And what sort of jobs are these that you have been so graciously given?
Any at all. We are able to come up from the outskirts and actually live within the city. They give us jobs to feed our families. We have places to live. Albeit not the best, but that will change once I am king. He assures and looks back at Jack. Man, you'll just be another puppet of the corporation. Ain't nothing will change.
Jack, what promise could you offer David were you to become this king of bards?
See, I don't rightly know, but it's really not my place, man. I only want the position so nobody would have it.
Can I interject something? It sounds to me like we're dealing with an industry plant situation here.
I say the power belongs in the hands of the people. Ain't one man right to rule. Ain't one corporation or oligarchy.
But like I don't know what to say here. I'm at a loss. Gaspard may be right. Are these? Can you, David? Are these corporations ruining the land? They may be providing you jobs, but are they making the world worse by existing?
What good is the world if I have no place in it? The corporations give us that.
Yeah, but what about your children? What if there's no place for your children because there's no land left?
I will not have to worry about my children if they die starving with nothing in their bellies.
All right, you're giving me straw man arguments. I don't like this. Answer the question that I'm giving you.
Why is that outlander so interested in our politics? Either do we have an accord to be mutually agreeable, or we do not. Either a friend or an enemy.
I choose to be a frenemy.
I don't know what that means. And he looks kind of flustered. Hey man, I know the score. I ain't trying to chase you around. I know where we stand, he says as he spits on the ground looking at David.
I will say one last thing before I let it go. It seems that your backers must be our enemy, but you are not them. When all is said and done, hopefully we can find a way to help your people without sacrificing the rest. You said you are beholden to the will of your people.
Yes. Nothing comes before that.
Then we shall make it so that their future is assured as well as everyone else's.
He kind of laughs at that, pithily. He's like, easier said than done. Who are you, Outlander, to think you can determine the fate of many? Something that's been set in stone for years, for generations. You're either insane or arrogant. Possibly both.
I am a bard and the cat. It comes with the territory.
You are in the presence of the Herald of Light, and then she points at Loomis.
I am the bearer of light.
Your titles mean little in this land, boy, he says as he turns around. I am the King of Squalor.
But I have a pretty sword, and I'm pretty. You don't look very pretty.
Curtly, he says, you don't look that pretty to me, boy.
Well, everyone else thinks I am, so I don't really care.
And no one has said that. Literally not one.
Pretty pirate lady thought I was pretty, and you all thought she was pretty, so I think I win.
I don't know who you are talking about. Therefore, it did not happen.
That's true, he wasn't there. Alright, so, now if all business is concluded, we have yet to strike an accord. If we meet again, we will be enemies.
Then I suppose you should try very hard not to meet me again.
He kind of laughs as he steps back and walks away, and then as he meets steps with his entourage, they leave. And you guys finally make it to the tavern. As it is the city and land of music, is not absent from this atmosphere, as you hear some of the most intricate and beautiful music you've ever heard played. Going above the raucous of the ongoing revelry of the tavern. There's multiple tables, people eating dinner and talking with one another, and you see multiple bunches giving out flagons of beer and flagons of wine and stuff, food. And Jack goes up, he snaps his hand, he kind of disappears. You kind of don't hear what he's saying, but he seems to be talking to one of the bar keeps behind, and he kind of nods his head. And then he comes up to a table and he kind of eyes it for a minute and nods his head, and people move out and bail out of the few booths, and he slides in and invites you guys over. Sit.
We sit.
Alright. Well, I wouldn't get too Excited about that. We did great today, guys, but tomorrow's going to be a whole different bag, man. We got our work real cut up for us.
How many rounds is this tournament?
Oh, it'll be brutal. It's going to be about, I'd say, if we secure a good ranking, we can draw lots and go next to last. But with our performance, we might get voted in, and we'd be admitted to the finales. But we'll know about that tomorrow.
Straight to the finals?
Yeah, we get wild carded in. It goes by your performance in today's battle. We did pretty good. That was some good fighting, for sure. And I'd say we have a decent chance if David himself showed up. I think
Strange rules, but I will not complain.
You see, it's all about who, it all goes back to the muses. We were able to manifest our muse. Now that's pretty rare. To get one muse all pulled out and attacking. And show some real chops and favor. And as such, it improves our rankings. And since we were able to pull out our muse pretty quickly and keep her out, I guess that means, well, David's coming for us and probably every other person on the billet.
It matters not. What is important is that the backer we saw, that one lady, what was her name anyway?
Yeah. That'd be Zayana Hart. She's backed by Crest Industries. She has never manifested a muse, but all the same, she seems to get the job done. Really weird.
Crest Industry, you say?
Yeah, they're everywhere. You see their little mark and polluting up every sign, paper, and item in this city. Disgusting, he says, and he spits on the floor.
I cannot speak as to the efficacy of their practices. Certainly at least one group appreciates their efforts, but that is neither here nor there.
No, what is important is that the enemy has revealed himself to us. This is a rare opportunity.
Yeah, gee, you know that guy. I've never seen him before. Give me the creeps.
In a sense. And yes, he is very creepy.
Yeah.
But more to the point, we can save this world and assure the future of all living things in it by killing that man.
That sounds pretty heavy, man. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You don't need to be.
Oh, well. You know what I care about. All I care about is...
The music.
That's right, he says.
Rather irresponsible of you, no? For one who would be king.
I already told you I don't care about that king business. I think the people should have a right to choose. And if that means I hold an empty title, that's fine with me. He says as he drinks deeply from a, I can't even think of the word of it. Mug. Not mug, but, thing of...
Stein. A flagon.
There you go, Stein.
And what would you say if they chose the corporations?
The corporations? Well, I'd say they can piss off for I don't really care. They can make their money elsewhere. All they need to do is they don't need to put their boots on the neck of the people. See, a lot of people don't see it, but I see it all too clearly. They pit us against each other. That's what Davith doesn't see. You see, he's a victim, but he's becoming something different. He's giving in that victimhood and becoming filled with hate. And then he'd be all too happy to turn from victim to oppressor. And that doesn't sit right with me.
So this is your choice as king, then? Not a matter of their will, then?
Whose will? I say everybody has their own will, and they should they should have a right to it. If they want to run a business, they should run a business. If they want to live their life dedicating it to music, that's what they should do. But the corporations decide for us, and that's what's wrong.
Well, how you will enforce your vision is no business of mine. Nevertheless, tomorrow, one way or another, we shall be in the same building as Miss Hart and her backer, no?
Yeah, hard to be there, all right. Matter of fact, if I think I'm right, and I know I am, she's gonna be the one to beat.
Of course. Does she have her own chambers in the concert hall?
I'm sure she does, backed by the corporation, like Crest.
Where would they be?
Probably in the pavilion quarters. They got their own little slice of heaven there in the Coliseum.
Can you give us directions? I
might,
speak as a fan, of course. Her voice is truly divine.
I might know a couple people and get us in. But I know you got an angle. I know it ain't about her voice.
Consider it a matter of her will.
I believe I have a seashell that I would like to give her, right? For her voice.
Hey, what y'all do is y'all's business. Like I say, do what you will, man. All I care is that you show up and put down when it's time to get the things done. If you can do that, I'll help you out.
'Twill be but a trifle.
Alright then. I'll see to it. Meet me about... We'll head to Coliseum about an hour before the show starts. Maybe then I can get you in. Alrighty. You guys can do anything else before festivities the next day starts?
Guy Spart's gonna pound as many sandwiches as he can.
Alright, roll a Constitution.
Is this a check or a save?
Save. Oh. The rumbling in your tummy does subside, however, it's replaced with a dull ache that pains you for some hours later. You're stricken with indigestion. The meats were delicious but exotic. Though palatable, they do not agree with your foreign sensibilities.
Got it. The brown note must be avoided at all costs.
Indeed. Or you might have to have your friend Loomis prestidigitate you some shit paper again.
I got it. I give you a towel. I'm giving you towels.
I'll do my usual shtick of playing for the bar, and afterwards, I'll try and ask people about. We'll get there in a moment, I guess.
Roll a performance check. All right, so it was a relatively memorable performance. They are allured.
He never misses.
They were allured by your exotic instrument, and the timbre of it is pleasing to the ear. And you make 53 gold.
Anyways, I will. So after the performance, I'll use some of that money to sort of talk with the patrons and try and find out more about Miss Hart. Any rumors or anything known about her?
Our investigation. You don't. I mean, you get
not my forte.
You get information, but you don't really know where to look. Though you're charming enough to easily engage in conversation. You just don't seem to be talking to the right people that would have the information you're looking for. You do get that she kind of doesn't really. Most run-ins that people have heard of, she doesn't really talk that much. She seems a bit off.
Interesting. All right, well, that's all I was looking for.
Okay.
Do we acquire lodgings at this place?
You do. Jack sets you up. It seems like he's really good friends with one of the barkeep. He seems to be he's a blind man. Seems to be pretty cool. Helps you guys out a lot. But he's busy. He acknowledges you guys, but he's a bit busy to really engage in kind of any devoted conversation as he's attending his other patrons. But he does secure a room for you guys.
Good. I need some beauty rest.
All right, so everybody else going to sleep.
Affirm.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys. All right. So as you guys wake up during the day, Jack meets you over there sometime in the AM and kind of goes over battle strategy and plans, and gives you guys kind of pointers on how things work out, and gives you a little bit of small details on the culture and background, how things work with the corporations and and how everything's shaking out. And you guys, are you doing anything throughout the day until the evening when the match starts?
Again, I'm trying to find out as much information about Miss Hart and her backer as I can.
I would like to go shopping.
All right, we'll start with Stitch on the Breeze. Who are you asking? You have anybody in mind? Or are you trying to look somewhere? Like I said,
I think, well, what I would do, I think, Jack said he knew people around the Coliseum who might be able to direct.
yes.
I would maybe try and talk with those people if I could get a hold of them, since they might have been or seen her more close contact.
All right. Piece of paper. There it is. Okay. Alrighty.
Hello?
Hello.
You broke up. Did you see something?
No, I was leaning out. I was getting a piece of paper so I can write some stuff down for you. Okay.
Okay.
So you meet up with like another devil woman at the arena. He takes you over there. It's in the middle of the day, so nothing's really going on. You see people kind of prepping up, cleaning the arena and getting things prepped for the festivities later. Jack seems to be familiar with this woman, and a little too familiar with this woman. That's such a thing. And like, you're gonna get me in trouble. And he kind of whispered, and she kind of giggles and stuff, and he's like, he kind of nods you forward, like, we can get in through here. He takes you to a side back door next to the alleyway where the arena is.
This door will take me to the chambers of the corporate band.
No, but it'll get us inside the damn building. Says.
Well, I suppose a bit of scouting is in order then.
Alright, so you guys are now inside the building. And roll investigation, see if you can find. Actually, we'll stealth. Okay. So you're seen, but nobody really pays attention. You roll charisma.
Saber check.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh no. So you try to talk your way out of it, though you're clearly an outlander, and it's really like they're like, no, I know who you are. You're not supposed to be here. You're one of the contestants. What are you up to? Something? You're trying to rig the. You're trying to rig the events this evening. Are you suspicious?
No, nothing like that. I wanted to see if I could speak with Miss Hart. I am new to the city, of course, but her voice was just enchanting last night, and well, I hope you understand how a man of the musical ear could become quite intrigued.
As you can see, my friend here is lost for words. We just want to, no big deal. We were just kind of getting a lay of the land. Oh, he kind of puts his hands up. So, you know how it is. Kid's, he's from a small town in the outskirts. You just want to see how things are done in the big city. I just wanted to kind of show him around. And he kind of eyes suspiciously, and he's like, "Come on, you want to make a kid's dream come true, don't you?" And he's like, "Because I'm watching you. Don't start any trouble." He kind of.
Oh, what trouble?
All right, and the guard kind of like walks off, but he keeping notes of where you are. Once he's out of earshot, Becklin's in. Man, it's gonna be really hard to get in there now.
What? Do everything else in the open. I'm literally planning to just walk up to her door and knock.
Well, that's the plan, I guess. Let's be getting to it. All right, so you walk up and you go from like the backstage area and where the trash and staging area is, and you go up past the rows of seats up to the upper pavilion stacks, and you see these uniformed guards on the floor. They kind of just eye you, challenge you. What business do you have here?
Why, I am a fan of Miss Hart. I was hoping to get an autograph or perhaps a few words. I am an aspiring musician myself, and the word of such an illustrious name as herself would be the moment of my life. I'm sure you understand.
Miss Hart doesn't see fans, he says, as he turns and faces you curtly. Tries to stonewall you.
Does she see beautiful lovers?
Are you there?
Is he there?
Did you follow them, Loomis?
Yeah.
Roll stealth.
Yeah, I'm there.
Roll stealth.
Oh shit. I should have not followed them. Alright, I'm on the spells.
Stealth is not a spell. Unless you have pass without trace.
I wish. Okay. Oh, I'm actually pretty good at stealth. Let's see how I did.
Oh yeah. You guys are startled as you hear the familiar voice of Loomis come from behind you guys.
What do you guys mean? I was here the whole time.
I've been here.
All right.
If she will not.
All right.
What did I say?
You hear that familiar. You feel that familial taint in your mind, and you hear that same androgynous voice. Familiar. Well, it's absolutely no fun when the prey comes to me.
You'll have your fun, say in my mind. You'll have your fun. Just a few words before the game begins. Pawn to pawn, eh?
Oh, I play the part, not the pawn, he says. Well, they say. He's like, I'm interested. And then you see that same androgynous figure walk up and wave the guard, dismiss him. So, he says for the first time, actually speaking in his own voice. What do you want?
I told you. I wanted to talk with your pawn.
My pawn? Oh, this pretty thing. He says as he waves his hand, he puts his hand in the air And it walks forward woodenly.
Or can she even talk for herself?
I must say, though she is pretty, she's not exactly a conversationalist, he says with a smile.
Is she even like paying attention or can hear anything what's going on? Is she just like completely glassy eyed?
She's there.
I wave at her.
She's there, completely glassy-eyed. Roll
Why
perception.
is she a zombie? I ask him.
Roll perception.
Everybody?
Yeah. Well, just the people that are there. So you and Stitch.
Oh, I'm not good at. I'm not gonna see anything.
All right, so you guys do see the stitch marks and the slight differentiations of skin tone that have been well hidden under the makeup, but you're just observant enough to catch it. We all can only be what we are, he says.
It seems this was pointless after all.
She is one of my favorite dolls, they say, as he strokes her hair.
That's creepy.
Oh, this guy is pretty creepy.
No, I tell him that's creepy.
Oh. He just looks at you, amused. Your opinion means less to me than, well, hers, he says and chuckles to himself. They chuckle to themselves.
So,
Well,
what did I do?
there's nothing to be gained here after all. Should be leaving.
Oh.
I guess I'll follow your lead.
Leaving so soon, this was less interesting than I thought it would be.
And your
Well, you're
pawn was
creepy,
less interesting
so-
than I thought it would be. How very blasé for mimicking an artist.
Oh, but I am an artist.
You're a creepy artist.
I am an artist of life, he says.
I see no life here, and I leave.
That's a dead thing.
All you see is Umbra. All you fight is Umbra. You lack vision. I'm disappointed, admittedly, they say as you walk out the door.
I whisper to Loomis, big talk coming from someone who's yet to win a battle.
Ooh.
I've conquered worlds, Worm.
Did you say he's conquered worlds?
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Bringer of Light here.
I hear everything. You have no secrets from me.
And I pull out my sword and I say, I am the bringer of light.
Alright, so you guys leaving?
Yeah, I was hoping to pull something with a heart lady. Unfortunately, she doesn't actually have a mind, so it's not going to work.
Alright, so back over to our shopper. Cinder, what are you doing?
Yes.
Yes. My name's Dave. I'm named Dave. Are you shopping? Are you there? Sure.
Oh yes. I would like to get a studded leather armor.
Studded leather, you say?
Yes, studded leather.
And the price of that is 45 gold pieces. Do you have the coin to oblige such a purchase?
That's highway robbery.
I take your response that you do not have the coin to complete your transaction. Am I correct?
Alright, so how much would you give me for my old leather armor? And I didn't realize that studded leather armor costs so much.
Your blase leather armor, I shall give you 10 gold pieces. Do you find that agreeable?
Alright, I understand this was a mistake.
Indeed. Thank you for visiting Crest Industry Shop. Be on your way, peasant scum.
Alright. I will leave the store. I should.
As you leave the store, a woman comes up to you with a board. Do you care to give your feedback on your experience with Crest Industries today? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your experience with Crest Industries?
I give it a 7.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to hear you had such a great time at our store. Now, on the arrangement, did you have on a scale of 1 to 10, how easy was it you to find the items you were looking for?
It wasn't very easy at all.
I'm sorry to hear about that. She says, I'll mark that down as a 5. Okay, well, thank you so much for shopping with Crest Industries today. Have a pleasant day, she says. As she goes off to bother another patron exiting the large superstore you just left.
Yeah, that place was some bullshit. I need to go shop at a mom and pop store. Inflation like a motherfucker.
Oh, the mom and pop stores they're gonna cost more. It's gonna cost more there.
At least I'll feel good about giving it to them.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're getting the spirit. All right, so does that conclude your shopping aspirations for the day?
Yeah, I gotta go talk to Stitch. I'm gonna wind you up.
All right, so you guys, Stitch, where are you heading? Are you heading directly back to the place?
I'll head back to everybody.
Yeah, that was all.
I'll stick with Stitch though because I'm there.
Okay, so everybody meets back, and then you guys are waiting for the time to pass, and you drink conservatively, unless you decide not to and drink a lot. It's up to you. The gratuitous amounts you consume.
Bad for the voice, perhaps not.
They wouldn't happen to have any fire water, would they?
Fire water? No, it's kind of... There's a little fire water. There's kind of like you asked for that. They're like, I don't know what that is. Alright, so as time passes... Let's see.
It's the gin. Get it?
Yeah. Alright.
Sorry.
Everybody make charisma checks.
Charisma checks.
Indeed.
That's more like it. I'm getting a lot of nat 20s today, actually, just in general.
I was
Alright.
actually kind of sad.
So, Stitch, because you rolled a nat 20, I got a nat 1. Thank you.
No problem, fam.
Alright. So, you guys haven't been able to manifest the muse today. However, it's a hard-fought battle if you were able to get through the preliminary rounds and then pass the semifinals. But you're all tired. Make constitution checks. Okay.
Should check or save?
Save. Oh!
Not that it makes a difference for me.
Wow, I had a +5 and I got a 9.
Oh my fucking god!
All right, so Cinder, you take a -10 to your health starting.
Stitch, you rolled a 20 again, right?
Uh-huh.
I told you.
Thomas, you have a -5. Guyspart, you're neutral, but Stitch, you have a free action to give out 2 combat inspiration.
Beg pardon? What's going on here?
You can hand out 2 combat inspirations at the beginning of battle. So wish.
Oh, okay. So, wait, am I understanding? Are we going? I thought we just finished a music fight. Now we're going into one. Am I wrong?
Wait,
Well,
so I got -5 what?
Yeah, you're in the finals. You're in the finals right now.
Oh, we're here right now. Okay. Oh, well.
That's what I was aiming through because I know I know we're kind of running a little bit late, so I didn't want to go through every
Okay.
battle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got you.
Yeah, imagine a musical battle
No,
montage.
I got you. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's a musical battle montage through the day. You guys get
Oh, well,
pretty
then-
decent ranking.
Then I should have said that every battle I was gonna drop the charisma advantage on me and Cinder.
If I get -5,
But I
Alright.
guess.
Okay, so since you do that, I'll take away your bonus and I'll let Cinder reroll Constitution save.
wait, so I get -5 to
It's
what?
up to you.
-5 health.
Health.
Oh,
It's our
-5
battle.
health. Okay.
Yeah, but Cinder, if Stitch so chooses to forego his Bardic Inspiration designation at the beginning of battle, he can allow you to re-roll your Constitution save.
Yeah, and I could throw those out during the fight, no problem. Anyway.
Okay. Okay, so you lose 5 instead of 10. 13 was the save. You guys just missed it.
Okay, so if we're going to the finals, new day, new fight once again, dropping the Eagle Splendor on myself and Cinder.
Okay. Alrighty. So here's the fun. So you make it through the day. You grind it out. It's been a close
We got our
battle.
spell slots and stuff back, right?
Huh?
I said we got our spell slots and stuff
Yeah,
back, right?
yeah. The only penalty you have is the health.
The 5 health?
Yeah,
Alright.
5 health.
Sweet, thank you.
Yeah, you keep your spell slots and everything. So it was a grueling battle throughout the day. Your muse sustained you as much as she could. However, she wasn't able to manifest like she did in the battles. Your first battle. People are just beginning to think it's a fluke, but how can it be when you stand here victorious among all your foes? But they absolutely think there's no chance that you can beat Zayana and her band. And hint, hint, wink, wink. The odds are kind of stacked that way.
Oh, of course they are.
Betting is a thing. Yeah, kind of let you
I would
know.
like to go put 15. I would like to go put 15 gold on us to win the whole thing.
That who's gonna win the whole thing?
All right.
That we are.
So you put your gold down. You put how much gold down?
15.
15. Okay.
Geisbart is also going to place a bet.
All right.
Put everything I have.
All right. What was that?
And he's going to slide 6 gold pieces across the desk.
Oh, big spender, he says mockingly. All right. Well, it should be a big return if he's some miracle pull this off. He says dismissively. Any
Yeah, I'm
other
gonna
bets?
spend-
Any takers?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
bet my whole 9 gold.
Yeah, Geisbart slides across 6. I slide across 60.
That's what I'm talking about now. That's a bet.
Well, I bet all my money, so I can't really do more than that.
9 gold. Pocket change. Well, guess we gotta start somewhere, he says. And he moves on, takes other bets.
You could have bet your wins.
We could have bet on us to lose.
And throw him the game? Yeah, could have. Although the payout of that would have been relatively meager.
Do you think I would ever permit myself to lose a battle of music?
We're betting on you, Stitch, because I can't do anything with this.
Alright, let's see. And all right.
In the middle of the battle, I would like to change my appearance so I look like the lady with her throat slit.
I mean, it's not the middle of the valley yet. All right, so the announcer introduces each side. The underdogs on Jack and the Soggy Bottom Boys. Sorry, I was put on the spot. I know we didn't discuss the name. We probably should have in hindsight, he says. Kind of scratches his head.
Whatever their name, they shall remember it after today.
Damn right, he says as he gingerly takes his stringed instrument out of its case. All right, Elvira, you ready to make some sweet music?
Is it just her, and is that the guy, the Umbra guy over there?
Yes, it is.
Is it just them on the stage?
Yes, it is.
Oh, there goes Plan B. On to Plan C.
All right. Go and roll initiatives after I clears it. Or did you see? Actually, you know what? I can just, unless you want to, if you don't want to re-roll, you don't have to.
Re-rolling. Nice.
14.
Ah.
Alrighty.
Oh wait, we're not. I rolled again.
Shit.
Well, yeah, you can roll again.
Okay.
Nice rolls.
I did well.
Yeah, I mean, everyone rolled well that time.
Good job.
I wasted my natural 20 on that.
Alright. Alright, man. Your boy's ready. Jack says as he, Alright, Elvira, the show round's done. Says as he pulls out his, beautiful cards and
That's you.
alright. He hits the strings, they somehow creak, and he looks across and he sees a smirk on the androgynous figure's face. This ain't never happened before, guys. Alright,
Don't
now
worry, it happens to the best of us.
Loomis, it's your turn.
Okay, so we're not having the musical show off, we're just fighting them?
I mean, if you want to get your muse up, your muse gives you a lot of bonuses. Damage, for sure. I didn't state it out, but she gives you, once it stacks, there's a multiplier. Once it stacks, it gives you, like, advantages against AC, and also if you don't build one up, if they other side manages to build up use on you, they can deal incredibly amounts of AoE damage like you did.
So I could technically attack them as part of a performance, right?
Yes, you could.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Shatter in a musical pattern. Sure, it's the sound.
All right.
It'll make a sound.
But pop, 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 pop. Do-do-do-do-do-do. How does it feel? All right. Roll your performance.
Or
Fade your hand.
yeah, I'll do that.
Told me who you are.
Cast as a level 3 spell.
All right. Well, make a performance check. So it makes a huge noise. That's cool.
And it doesn't hit them. And I gotta roll my performance check.
Who you casting it at?
It's a ranged spell. Hold on. I mean, like it hits multiple people. It could probably hit both of them.
Oh, okay. The dex save? Or Constitution save?
It says Constitution save. I did not perform very well.
All right, so you don't summon the muse, but you wells enough. There it is. Con save. He meets it. Safe, so only takes half the damage.
What about the other girl?
She's just a construct. She's like his weapon.
Oh, well, I can't attack the weapon?
I mean, you could. It doesn't take damage. Take spiritual weapon, bud.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah, my original plan, I was hoping it was just some person he was manipulating. I was gonna go for this whole counter manipulation strategy and like keep her from taking the stage, and it was gonna be great. But no, it doesn't work.
No, because she's just a glass doll.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's still a lot of damage you did off rip. All right, so now it's on to Stitch. Main event. Doing.
Well, we're gonna get this party started, aren't we?
I made a boom.
Oh yeah.
We love to see those advantage natural 20s.
It started hot. It started in here. All right, you're doing good. So, what are you doing?
Oh God, what song should I get going here? We're gonna get, I don't know. Yeah, we'll get We Will Rock You going, I guess. But we'll be throwing in like viola riffs to spice it up.
Just do some arena rock. Guess it is appropriate.
There's only one song that should be played right now.
Rain in Blood by Slayer.
No. It's Tenacious D, Beelzebub.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, sure. Now, unfortunately, what I can do.
We are the G. We are the G.
Fortunately, based on past experience, the Umbra constructs pretty much always make their saves. So my ability to affect these guys without breaking my concentration is a little bit limited. So we're just going to have to use that beginning of the song and rocking power chords to cast Vicious Mockery on the guy.
All right. What's Vicious Mock? What kind of damage is it?
Viscous.
He is immune to psychic. He's immune to psychic.
Oh, he is? Well, still has to make the save or have disadvantage on his next attack roll.
All right. Let's see. Like, you continue to disappoint me here in your mind.
Yeah, that's about the size of it, isn't it? Well, looks like we're going to have to get close and personal, eh, Geistbart?
I think to challenge a god, we should summon forth the gods of this land.
Indeed.
Speaking of which, you see the shimmer of distortion of the silhouette of the muse as your performance ushers forth her presence.
Once we've got her going, I can switch over from keeping up this glamour to more direct attack. But for the moment, that's all I've got. Oh, and let's drop that first inspiration die onto who's next? Cinder's next. Cinder, you can have inspiration.
All right, Cinder, it's now your turn.
Oh, thank you for the inspiration. I appreciate that. I feel inspired.
Is what I do.
I'm heating up.
Let her rip. And other shonen taglines and phrases.
Oh, shit. You knew exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
Believe it.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, so, my man here, does this guy, is he holding anything?
Nope. He's just sitting there staring at you guys all creepily with a smile on.
Sitting there staring at us all creepily with a smile. That's fucking terrifying.
You guys don't even rate his weapon. His weapon is epic. His weapon is actually a separate character.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to spiritual weapons, do they have a physical form or is it incorporeal?
This isn't exactly. It's a flavored one. It's just a physical. Basically, it's an extension. It's like a doppelganger of himself, essentially.
Okay.
That doesn't take any damage. It doesn't take any physical damage.
Okay, makes sense. Alright, so once again, me heating up, I'm gonna have to use this, the elemental gifts.
Offer that knowledge liberally because, time.
Oh, you said what?
Said offer that knowledge liberally because of time. If we had more time, I would probably have made you guys.
Yeah, I understand.
All right.
I'm gonna use my elemental gift and give myself that extra flying speed.
Okay. What are you doing?
Alright. So I'm gonna move.
I can do a performance or anything?
Yes, I'm gonna perform while I'm flying through the air.
Alright.
And then I want to get close enough to him to do something.
Yeah, I mean, see if you inspire the muse.
Yeah, say it again.
See if you inspire the muse. Roll that performance.
Alright. Performance it is. The one time I don't choose a bard character.
Oh.
Oh my god.
You have inspiration.
Oh, but that's not gonna help.
Well, if you have 8.
Maybe not, but
Not on a 6. I wouldn't waste it on that.
Alright.
okay, well.
So the shimmering of her outline starts to dull a little bit, and the traces of her outliner begin to lose shape and around some edges as she starts to fade back into nothing.
That sucked, guy. Oh no, I'm sorry, Muse. Maybe this will inspire you. We'll go. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna fly up this way. Okay. Fly up this way. Alright, stand out of the reach of the construct. Should slowly up here. I guess it'll be here. Right? And then For everybody who is within 10 feet of me, they get to eat a dick.
Nope. Let's see. Strength
Why do I
save.
keep rolling like shit? Oh my god.
I mean, the basic damage was perfect.
Alright, so let's roll strength damage? Strength save, is that it?
Yes, and it's necrotic damage.
Okay. He has resistance to necrotic, so he takes 6. Okay.
Alright, it also can't take its
shit.
reaction.
Nope. You heal him for 6. Fuck.
What?
Yeah, fun, this guy.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Think of him as an anti-cleric.
Oh my god. Not a fan. Not a fan at all.
Oh, anybody did necrotic damage. Okay, so it's like, thank you for your contribution. It says in this creepy voice inside your head.
That wasn't scary at all. I'm gonna fly back to where I was.
Oh no. I didn't know any of you guys did necrotic damage. Okay. The resistance is like, nope, that's heal.
His construct didn't take anything. She just stood there and was like, all right. Hey guys, I don't think that thing is a person.
You don't say.
Wow, didn't figure that out.
I didn't know you guys. I knew you. No one told me.
Oh,
Shit.
that's true. We didn't keep you in the loop. My bad.
Did you know Gaspard?
I know what I am about to do.
Get it.
Gaspard says as his turn in the queue line comes up.
He pulls from behind him an empty barrel with the lid removed that he had picked up off of the alley streets.
Okay.
And he begins beating on it. And
right.
As he beats the drum, he declares to the muse, "In your honor, I would die tonight."
I just died in your arms tonight.
All right. So, inspiration point to Gaspard, and her gaze meets you, and she looks at you as if she looks at a lover. As her corporal form begins to manifest and becomes that familiar shade of dark blue before it descends into purple.
Gaspard will rage.
All right.
And as he runs towards this figure, the sort of spiritual bear dives into him. His muscles bulge, skin tightens. He drops the barrel, whips out his axe, and screaming, he swings his axe at the androgynous one.
Okay. You hit.
And as the swing goes through, he's going to bring it back up, looping around for the second attack.
Okay.
Are you reckless?
Yes, always reckless.
Okay.
Always reckless. Nice.
That hits.
And that is the end of my turn.
You feel the muscles tense in this thing's flesh through the hilt of your blade as it's still bit into his flesh. So, and he says, "You made me feel pain." Then blast you in the chest.
You made me feel nothing.
And then let's see. How many times do you do Eldritch Blast for what level? How does it work?
He should get 2 blasts starting at 5th
Oh.
level.
Yeah, for 5th level it's 2. I want to say it's at 9th level it's 3. That's just off the top of my head though. Okay.
I believe it's 8 level is 3.
Maybe so.
I'm looking at it right now.
And her voice.
Oh no, it's 11th level. That seems like a stretch.
Okay, yeah, 5th, 11th, and 17th are the increase.
Okay, then get hit. Come on. Worry about the crit. That would suck. And construct. Where is my construct? Construct. Oh.
Traffic.
Yep.
For Maverick.
Yeah, boy. It's your boy. Skinny penis. All right. She sings.
Fucking Jamie Kennedy. That was the man.
But he as he flinches against the biting into his flesh, his blood pools into his palm. He's unable to make it scream quite how he wants to summon the use his aid. And with shit rolls, that ends his turn. Red Jaggers. Soft. Right. All right, Mama. It's time for us to pull through, he says. Then he with a pretty. All right. With a heave of the chest, the muse takes a corporal form, and now she has the deep purple and yellow eyes. This is the first time you were able to get her to this point in the tournament. And your opponent is vulnerable. He will. Lewis.
My turn? Alright, I'm gonna summon that spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Oh, I probably didn't do right.
Where are you putting it, like right there?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Did it hit? It hit him.
Yeah, I hit him. Roll your damage.
Roll the damage.
Oh. 8 force damage.
Alright. It staggers. Good. I'm less disappointed. It says. It seems to hunch over, but it simultaneously get bigger.
Alright, and then I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver.
Okay.
So that's going to be an intelligence save, which he probably has some of that, but that's okay.
He doesn't take psychic damage.
Oh, he's just immune to psychic damage. That's
That's
lovely.
like half my damage output gone.
And what's funny is that I did really well in that roll as far as damage. Like it's only 2d6.
Okay. But he beats your he makes the save on
He makes this
Slur.
save.
Okay. And Stitch. You see the creature, like I said, it's both hunked over. It's got blood, but its blood is more like ichor than actual blood. Dark as the void. It seems to lit off like a ghastly steam, and it doesn't reflect any sheen like blood would. It's just black as the void. It seems to absorb light into it.
Let us see if music can tame the savage beast.
All right.
It's all right. Keep playing. And so, with it already corporeal, do the extra performance checks actually do anything?
What? Performance checks? Yeah.
Okay, so cool. Keep playing that then. In that case, I won't drop the Eagle's Splendor just yet. Instead, I will. Let's see. Okay, so does he have? He has literally no metal on him, right?
Nope.
Nothing? Okay. Well, the best I got from this range is another another Vicious Mockery. It won't do any damage, but I can at least inconvenience his next attack roll.
Okay.
Of course not. Well, that's what I got. I'm just going to keep buffing the Muse and drop another Inspiration die. This time, we'll give it to... the next time will be Geistbart.
All right.
Your music inspires me.
Similar to
My
us.
music inspires everyone.
Jack has had some shit rolls because his performance has a plus 11. Even that's a 31 on performance. Struggles it. All right. Cinder. There?
Yeah, all right. Let's see what we can do here. Why is he immune to fucking psychic damage? God.
Well, back when I created this character in when I was a teenager, he's been through a bunch of shit and has a lot of stuff that gives him a lot of stupid shit. I thought he'd be a really good bad guy.
Alright. Fly up 30 feet. Floating through the air, dancing.
Alright. In the performance?
Yep. Let's see here. Come on. Cinder needs a new pair of shoes.
The Muse is passingly amused at your performance. But right now she only has eyes for Geistbart.
Nice guy, Spart. Well, I can't compete with this big muscly guy unless I transform into him. But that's an action. I want to get this guy here. He likes to Eldritch Blast. I'm an Eldritch Blast. blow him another kiss.
All right. It hits.
20 hit.
Hits.
Throw another one out there. Oh, that was terrible.
That does not hit.
Oh, no,
Inspiration?
I'm going to do inspiration, yes. That's what I meant to say. 1d8, right?
Yeah.
You hit.
7.
I actually did something.
Ooh.
Much better.
Seems I underestimated you this time. Voice
Yeah,
says in
maybe
mine.
so. And then I got one more thing for you, boss man. Bonus action. I'd be able to do a bonus action spell, right?
Bonus action spell. Do you have a spell that can be cast as a bonus action?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Misty Step.
Okay.
I'm out of here.
Not that it really matters to him unless you can get without. Well, he has sniper, so 120 feet, so no matter where you're at, he can reach out and touch you. Alright.
I understand that. I just didn't want to get opportunity attack on me.
Yeah, fair enough. And Geistbart.
Geistbart is just going to be. He's going to continue singing to the muse, even though he's not really a singer. But while he is singing, he's going to be hacking and slashing with his axe.
Okay.
So.
And I will always.
So the muse begins to her visages becomes a more feral performance, and it's like you hear like this like throat singing fill the arena and start shaking everything, and you see like the pebbles on the ground start vibrating at the throat singing. Like think like Boo, like Totem of the Wolf and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like you hear this tribal throat singing, and you feel just the power of just primal energy surge through you.
So 22.
Yeah. And you get 3 more hits. Alright.
So on that 13, I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration and roll a d8.
Okay.
So 19.
Yep.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Alright, so.
So your axe comes down as a bat, and it cleaves the arms off the figure, and then you spin around with the last one, and it severs the head of the figure, and it falls to the ground as black oozing ichor that seems to looks like toxic poison. It goes from the lifeless corpse.
He's going to look at the construct and be like, fuck this thing, kick it over.
The construct topples over.
Can you get it?
The crowd just looks, there's just a hushed quiet. And then all at once, raucous cheers go up, and there's a booming cheer that nearly pushes the ceiling off the place. And everybody's like, can't believe it, they're stunned. This is the biggest upset in probably the Coliseum history.
Guy Spart will look at the team and be like, I have secured our winnings.
Indeed, you have.
I'm straight. I'm going to be firing off minor illusions and fairy fires and everything I can to just make the spectacle even bigger.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation and make fireworks.
Guy Spart will air guitar his axe.
All right. So as you guys are ushered through and you're proclaimed the champions of the tournament and stuff, Jack is set to go up in the rankings, and he thanks you guys so much for your help. I mean, confident that he's going to change things, hopefully for the better for everybody here. He thanks you guys warmly. Says if you ever need anything, he'll be, you know where to find him. He'll be there for you. And then as the revelries and festivities go on, like it's a huge event. Like the city itself, like everywhere you go is throwing a huge party and like throwing lays at you. You guys are basically the new heroes in charge of this land for all intents and purposes, and Jack is now essentially king. So just while you guys are out, drinking, doing your preferred form of debauchery and whatnot, you do hear a voice like, "You broke my toys, but we'll meet again." It's that same voice. Same androgynous voice. And sorry if I was passingly giving that synopsis, because I'm trying to do maths and I suck.
Oh, math? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
I already know how much I bet. Just give me the multiplier here.
200.
200 times multiplier?
Yeah.
Well, 1,200 gold pieces is a lot of gold.
Wait, it's 200 times whatever we bet?
Yep.
Damn. Okay, so 9 times...
So that's 2,400 gold pieces I get. Nice.
Yep.
But you bet 60. How much did you get?
You bet 60, so you get 12,000.
Not me. I didn't bet. I
Stitch,
get
I mean.
1,800.
Stitch
Right.
gets 12,000.
Okay. 12,000, 24,000. What's the difference, really?
You guys have 12. Well, Stitch is
Stitch probably
rich.
has more gold than he can actually
How did you get all
carry.
that money?
Yeah, so good luck keeping all that when you when you leave.
We have a bag of holding, right? Someone has one of those.
No one has a bag of holding.
If no one does, I'll buy one.
Okay, so you're off to go see if that magic even exists in this realm. Oh man.
Jack, buddy, help a brother out.
Well, I'm over carrying capacity.
Hey man, I don't know no bag of holding. I got some bag for you. I mean, kind of the richest guy I know, man. Can't you just
Can
buy
we
a bag?
we could probably convert it to platinum.
That only takes care of one digit. There's still too many.
How much gold did I win?
Oh my god. Whatever you bet times 200.
So 15 times 200.
I love that you have so much gold, but it's not going to matter soon, and it's great. Oh my god.
I will figure out the way to do this. Okay. I know what I need to
You
do.
just gotta convert it to platinum.
Not platinum. I need to convert it to precious gems. That's what I need to convert it to.
I got 3,000 gold. Nice.
Oh man, okay. So you're trying to convert it to a gem?
Yes, and damn the man who tries to scam me on the haggle.
Can I please? Can we go to the store now?
All right. So you go to.
I got some shopping. I got some shopping to do. Jesus.
You go to Crest. You go to Crest Corp.
Oh, I don't go to Crest.
Okay.
Since we're in a musical land, Geispart is going to go to a music shop, and he is
Okay.
going to buy the most fancy and expensive drum that he can afford.
Okay.
Oh, I want to walk into the store looking like the construct lady.
You're gonna take her?
No, I'm gonna shape change into her
Oh, okay.
and go into the store looking like her.
Trying to look for a good drum for you.
Oh, it's one of those bard ones. I mean the instrument of the gods. No, instrument of the bards. The thunder's drum or some shit.
Let me know when you're done with him, because I've got a plan for how I'm gonna spend this.
Oh yeah, you have Sylvanus Hum. Sylvanus's Hum. It's an ancient animal skin yellow, worn with age. It naturally hums softly the rhythm of nature's heartbeat. The drum can carry a max of 9 charges, gains 1d4 1 stacks, and at the beginning of a long rest, if you expend the number of charges, you can cast the according spells at will. Cast a spell
Let me
cast.
stop you there. I'm gonna need you to just put that in the chat so I can copy paste.
Fair enough. But it is fucking cool.
And how much is that gonna cost?
1,000.
Done.
It's worth it, trust me.
It says called Sylvanus's Hum.
Yeah. It allows you to cast Thunder Wave, Spike Growth, Call Lightning, Ice Storm, and Tree Stride at will.
So whatever shop he went to find that, I'm also going there to look for a new instrument.
Okay. Well, you can pretty much get whatever the fuck you want. So, if it's an instrument, chances are you can find it on this. You have anything specific in mind?
Well, the viol is my preferred instrument, but you mentioned before that people hadn't seen that before, so possibly not.
You have proficiency in any other instrument? I'm sure you do.
Oh yeah, I've got pen, pipes, and lyre as well.
You want to see if they have a lyre?
Sure, let's do that. I can still sing doing it, so it's perfect. Or
Can you send me a link or copy paste that drum?
I'll put it in the general Discord chat.
Oh, okay. I don't see it.
Really? Discord. It's in the general chat under Dungeons and D-Bags.
Yeah, there. I don't see anything.
There, sorry. Oh, I didn't hit enter. I'm an idiot. Okay, sorry.
Cool.
Right.
Jesus Christ, this thing is powerful.
Yeah, boy.
Stonks.
Let's see.
Oh, can I buy the Dark Shard amulet? Oh wait, they don't have magic here, right?
They have magic. I'm having a hard time finding a lyre, though. That's weird.
The drum requires attunement by a bard, so functionally for me, it's just a drum.
Yep. It's a really nice drum, though.
It is a really nice drum.
Maybe if your bard friend learns how to use the drums.
All that matters is that it's a fancy, expensive drum.
Spectre, Ghost, Landing. Alright, ready. We have. I mean, if you find a lyre that you like, you should show it to me.
Oh, I have one for him. The Filthy Liar. It's great.
There you go. What about the Klee lyre? Where's the stats on it?
Are you looking in the DM's guide for lyres, or where?
Powers. Oh. Had their charming abilities greatly amplified by magic. I'm just gonna. This one could be good for you. Okay. Just need a stat page, guys.
What?
Your ability to put on a good show improve when you incorporate an instrument into your compose. Gives you.
Dude, person actually didn't hear like an up, and I can't see the ground. I stopped playing. And your height escalated for that.
Terrible.
And why the hell is it so hard to find a legendary lyre? A harp doesn't count, right?
A harp isn't technically a lyre, but but I mean, it's close enough. You could just say I find a lyre version of it.
Can't find, like, I found one, but I can't find a stat block for it. I'm looking at bardic instruments, and
I mean, I'm looking in the DM's guide. There's the Olam harp, which is
I have put one in here.
of the bards.
yeah, if you find something you want, just get it.
Let's see.
And then, depending on what it does, show me, and we'll determine how much it costs. You can afford it, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, there's basically the instrument of the bards is just a varying rarity thing that can be used, and just each of them has
Oh, how
just
is
a
this
list.
Lyre of the Last Dance. Let's see. The user may substitute a performance check for a history check once per short rest with an illusion of the past coming to life to reenact what's being sought. The user can attempt a DC 15 performance check to give allies advantage on acrobatics and athletics, investigation, non-lyre based performances, and thieves' tools checks performed while the user is performing this ability recharges when the lyre is exposed to the rays of a setting sun. The user may attempt a DC 20 performance check as a reaction when targeted with a ranged missile attack to shatter the missile in flight, negating the attack. Once used, this ability may not be used again without a short rest. The user may attempt to stun melee attackers as a reaction when targeted with a melee attack. The attacker must succeed a against 8+ proficiency bonus charisma, or be stunned until the start of its next turn. Once used, this ability may not be used again without a long rest.
I mean, it's okay. Like, it seems like most of those abilities won't really come up much. Okay.
Well, it's not as broken as the drum, but the cool thing about the drum being broken is nobody can use it. That's why I gave it to you guys.
True enough. Let's see.
I put one in the chat that it's similar to the instrument of the bards, right? I know the instrument of the bards allows you to cast fly, invisibility, levitate, protection from good from evil, stuff like that, right?
Right. That's the So all the instruments of bard can cast those, plus a couple of other spells, depending on
what it is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a one I put in the general chat, the filthy liar, right?
I mean, Scandalous Rumors and Stories is basically my entire backstory, so this actually fits pretty well.
And he's also a filthy liar.
True enough.
Okay, so what does this thing do?
Yeah.
All right. We'll do. We'll do 1,000. 1,000 gold.
Done deal. Show me where I can get 10 more.
Want another one? Fortunately,
not that, but like I'm basically going magic item shopping right now with my money.
Oh, okay.
So we don't have to deal with all of this tonight.
Yeah, just give me a list.
Especially because I'm DMing next week, so it actually won't matter until 2 weeks from now.
Right.
So we'll work it out in the interim, but this seems like a perfectly fine start for 1,000.
I'm trying to cop this headband of intellect and that the warlock mage ruby thing. I forget what the fuck it was called now.
All right, we'll work it out. Okay, so anything else we need to? So basically, I'm going shopping. What's everyone else doing at the end of this?
I'm going shopping.
Guy starts playing his drum and pounding sandos.
You're gonna go.
I'm partying. I don't know.
I mean, we beat the big bad.
Party, everybody. What's a party?
I'm partying.
All right.
I'm turning the ground purple around me.
Hell yeah. All right. So everybody's partying. Good stuff. You guys didn't ask that guy. You didn't talk to him a lot. You could have got more information. He'll come up again. Because you killed the puppet of his puppet.
Wait, hang on. Was it not clear? Was the person we fought on the stage not the puppet master guy?
Nope, it was another puppet.
Oh.
That's why his voice was still in our heads after we had slain him.
Oh, well, okay, well, he was gone at that point, so, like...
Basically, this guy seems to be what you are, the light to the dark. He's the other side.
So he's trying to spread Umbra to other worlds.
Yeah, but this was kind of like a friendly, hey, what's going on, guys? I exist kind of thing. He wasn't overtly after you. He was just kind of messing with you guys. But if anybody else, well, like I said, if you guys want to do magic shopping and stuff, just we can work that out, like in the chat or something. With the list of shit you want.
I only wanted two things. Oh shit! I just fucking popped my shoulder.
What do you need?
Damn it. A dark shard amulet.
Okay.
And I believe it was helmet of intellect or headband of intellect. What is my spellcasting? It's charisma. Damn it. Never mind.
The headband of intellect itself is 7,000, by the way.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I need something to bump my charisma score up so I get a higher.
The only reason the instruments are so cheap in this realm is because they're fucking instruments. And this is an entire magical realm magical instruments aren't that rare because muses exist and they're the predominant gods of this world.
Ooh, then I should be able to find some spell scrolls of stuff that has to do with music.
Possibly. I mean, you could probably afford your armor too now, can't you? 45 gold pieces?
Yeah, I already paid for it.
Okay.
I slapped it on.
Okay. What else? What are you looking for?
Roll with these useful items.
New armor is going to be part of it. New boots, something, as you said, to possibly improve charisma. We'll work it out before the next time I actually need to go as a player.
Keep in mind, the only reason the instruments were cheap,
yeah,
is because everything else is going to be insanely expensive as far as magic items go.
True.
Okay.
But keep in mind that buying this instrument barely puts a dent in my funds.
That's very true. But I just all right. So just keep that in mind. All right. Well, if nobody else has got anything else, we'll call it for the evening. Unless whoever's going next wants to do a free roll.
Yeah, let's do a thing.
Misting, you're hosting next, right?
Which is why I've just moved the players onto the cover screen for our next session.
Oh, cool. Let me get over there so our viewers can check it out. Ooh. Ominous.
As everyone finishes up with their shopping and celebrating, says their final goodbyes to Jack, who, you're not entirely certain how he'll be as a king or if he'll even be one, but it's not really your concern. You managed to fend off Umbra, and hopefully his influence will fade as the corporations does. Then step through your portal into, aptly named, what can only be described as a wasteland. It looks like it once could have been a vast forest, but now that there are vast tracts of upturned dirt and roots in the air as massive trees are just lying on their sides. You can see mountains in the distance, but aside from the smoke of maybe a few brush fires that have long since burned out here and there, there's nothing. No civilization, no people, nothing, just endless destroyed earth.
I feel like we may already be too late.
And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Fantastic. Well, thanks, guys. Hope you guys liked that augmentation with the muse thing. I thought that would be kind of an interesting way to introduce a different form of combat.
Yeah, I thought it was super cool.
I enjoyed it.
All right, guys.
Bring abilities to combat.
Yeah, I liked it. It was very inventive.
All right, well, thank you so much, and thank all of you for watching. If you're watching this later time, hit us up at Dungeons & D-Bags on